great class.
Shelley's meeting at 10:30.
She has a meeting. Whenever you're at the desk, are you able to go through like the classes for that day and just like make sure like everyone is like their pass is like proper?
I do.
Like,
Yeah, I do that every.
Morning. How you doing? You are going to be cubby 3 for the class. No worries, having class.
Lately I've been doing that on every day. Like yesterday, I went through all the changes passes.
And I don't know if you know this already, or I don't know who else is doing it, but mat Pilates does not get put on the Pilates class.
No, it's just ultimate, right?
Morning. How's it going, Mama? Good. You will be cubby 7. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. What's your number, Wilma? 3592, I believe. I haven't used it for so long. Yeah, that was you. Okay. That's all it is. Yeah. Who's teaching? Lindsay?
Shelley.
Oh. They keep switching it. Okay.
A friend said that she has to get tested and quarantined for 2 weeks because there's a COVID outbreak in McGill or something.
A code over where?
McGill.
Oh, really?
She just got there and 2 of her friends, two guys she knows just tested positive. So there we go. See where it starts.
That's how it's going to go.
So she's literally doing a month in quarantine.
Jeez.
2 because of me, 2
Oh my gosh. Morning. How are you? Good. You are going to be cubby 6 downstairs. Yeah, no problem. I don't know why this isn't. She isn't. Julia's in it.
Not right now.
Oh, okay. She's not in yet today. But I'll transfer you to her phone number. Do you want me to just leave a voicemail? Does that work? Okay. Perfect. We are, yes. Yeah, we've been open since since beginning of June. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Thanks so much. Hold on.
Hey, Shelley. You're muted, I think. Shelley, you're muted.
Okay, better?
Better. There we go.
Okay.
Cool.
There we go. Alrighty. So we've got 2 whole minutes before we start. So we're going to need our weights. We're going to need water. We're going to need a mat, maybe a little towel. And we'll get going in 1 minute. If you have 2 sets of weights, I would have a heavier weight for the biceps, and then I would do a lighter weight for the triceps. If you're feeling really strong, just use the same weight, but give yourself that option in case you want to come off of that. Also, the weights are great when we do a mountain climbers. That way you don't have to place your hand on the floor and place a lot of weight on your wrist. Instead, you can keep that wrist long and straight and hold on to the weight. So you might want to use the weights for that part as well. Okay, we're going to get ready. All right, nice soft knees. Now I want you to move your knees up and down a little bit. Just a little bit of pulsing, almost waking up those joints, getting them used to some movement. And now I want you to come on the downstroke and hold it. Keep those knees really long. Lengthen your spine, engage your core, and just gently roll your shoulders back. Expand through your chest, and then press down in that circle. Expand, press down, expand, press down, right there. That's right. Releasing the tension in your upper back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the shoulders down. Big inhale. Big exhale. Let's do one more of those. Big inhale. Draw that oxygen in. And then exhale. And now gently roll the shoulders forward. Here we're trying to increase the space between the shoulder blades as you roll forward. So increase that space. Stretch out that upper back. That's it. Bend the elbows. Nice big round circles. Keep that core engaged. 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Release the shoulders again. Reset. Big inhale. Big exhale. Let's do it again. Big inhale. Big exhale. Now I want you to take one elbow and bring it towards the head and then bring it back to center. As you do that, you're going to move that upper body to the side. Nice and easy. Now if you're feeling flexible, you might go quite deep in this position. If you're not very flexible, maybe you're standing almost upright with a very small movement to the side. So just feel that movement. Over to the side. Exhale as you reach down the leg. 4, loosen up that lower back. 3, feel your obliques working. 2, this is your last one, right back to center. Let's do that reset. Inhale, exhale, other elbow slowly comes up. I would start quite moderately with this stretch. And then as you feel that lower back loosening up, and you feel your flexibility increasing, then you can go a little deeper into that stretch and lift the elbow a little higher. Increasing your range of movement as you warm up. There you go. Let's give me 4 more. 4, 3, keep that chest open. 2, last 1, back to center. Let's do our reset. Inhale. Exhale, 1 more, big inhale. Exhale. Now I want you to tap side to side. And at the same time, I want you to move your body side to side and extend one arm side to side. So rather than just reaching to the corner, I actually want you to move that body, move through the waist, lengthen through that torso. So you're lifting up as you reach over. Warming up all the muscles in your back, in your arms, your shoulder. That's it. Keep that core engaged. Draw that belly button in. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Bring it down. Relax the arms. Keep your toes tapping. Now this time I want you to reach to the corner. Starting with a small movement. And then as you feel that lower back loosen up, you can really get through a nice big range of movement. Reaching to the corner, turning to the corners. Use your waist and turn. Feel that mobility increase. Again, depending on your flexibility, You can have a really big range of movement or quite a small one. 4, 3, 2, last one right here. All right, settle those shoulders again. Now let's bring it in, step touch. Again, core engaged, relax the upper body. The stepping in. Let that step touch be nice and gentle. Place your foot to the center. Now cross the heel over. Keep that length in your spine. Try not to hinge forward. Draw the shoulders back. Nice, long, straight spine. There you go. We're just gently warming up. Now we're going to focus again on your legs. You're going to draw your knees up as high as you can to the front. Placing softly on the floor. There you go. If you're flexible, you can bring those knees really high. If you're not so flexible, just move them forward. Get that moving. Feel your body starting to warm up. Now take that same knee and hinge it to the corner, opening up that hip joint. Now think about pushing that heel forward. Feeling the activation in your glutes, in your hip, and in your inner thigh. Yeah, feels really weird if you haven't done it before. Step it in again. Here we go. Arms and legs, combinations now. As you draw your arms in, you're creating tension and you're feeling that body warming up. So create that tension through the center as you pull towards the center. That's it. You're going to notice you're hinging slightly forward. That's good. Just make sure that core is strong and engaged. 4, 3, 2. Now heel forward and pull down. Big range of movement. Start to use your fingers. Create a fist as you pull down and lengthen your fingers as you draw the arms towards the ceiling. Working that forearm, warming up your wrist. Now take the knees to the side and change the arm movement. Nice big round circle. Draw the knee up. That's it. 4, 3, 2. Take the heel to the butt and push back. Take the hands about shoulder width, shoulder height, and then push back. Again, creating that tension as you push back. Nice wide fingertips, pushing through the air. Create that resistance. 4, 3, 2, and now I want you to march up. Gentle shuffle, gentle shuffle. Let's come in and out, in and out, in and out. Just nice, easy shuffle. Let that lower back move around a little. Arms relaxed. Now I want you to march in the center. Lift the knees up. Really pump your arms. Strong lower body movement. Strong upper body movement. 4, 3, 2. Start with the other leg, out and in. Nice, easy shuffle. That's it. We're going to add another component to this. Every time you go out, you're going to come nice and low to the floor. Every time you bring your feet together, you're going to stay high. All right, let's bring it to center and march it out. Pump it up. Strong arm movement. There you go. Get that heart rate up a little. Now I want you to choose one leg, doesn't matter which one it is. You're going to take it out and in. And remember, when you go out and in, you're staying really low. You're going to have forward flexion through your spine. So really recruit your core. In 4, 3, 2, here we go. Low, up, low, up, low, up. That's it. Can you come deeper for 4, 3, 2, Holding center, pump it up. Nice work. A whole lot harder. 4, 3, get ready for the other side. Here we go. And it's low, low, low. Let's go a little deeper. 4, 3, 2. Holding here, pump it up. There you go. We're gonna do it again. I'm gonna go sideways. I want you to notice what's happening to my spine. It moves forward and straight up, moves forward and straight up. Ready? We're going to the other leg now. In 4, 3, 2, watch my spine. Take it out, low, up, low, up, low, up. Now I'm gonna go deeper, even lower, lower. Last one, march it up. I know you get warmed up really fast for that one. Ready for the other side? 4, 3, 2, take it out. Let's go. Low, up, low, up, low, up, low, low and out. Go low, go low. That's it. Last one right here. Pump it up. Nice work. Take the legs out. Nice easy shuffle again. Now bring the legs in, step touch. We're going to count for 4 in the center, and then we're going to do 8 knee lifts to the side. Ready for that count? 4, 3, 2, knee lift, 8. 4, 3, 2, back to center, 4, 3, 2, 8 to the side. 4, 3, 2, back to center. To the side, both arms. 4 more, big arms. Center here. 4, 3, 2, both arms other side. 4 more. Back to center for 4. Now we're going to do 4 on the side. Ready? Let's go. 4, 3, 2, center. Is that core tight? Other side. 4, 3, 2, center. Let's go 2 to the side. Ready for 2? 1, 2, 4, 3, 2, other side. 1, 2, 4, 3, 2, other side. Center. 1 more. Here we go. 1, 2, and holding center. Bring it back to center. Watch it out. Big inhale. Big exhale. Now before we go into our Tabata, we're going to do a few squats. I want to make sure you're doing them correctly. Take your feet about shoulder width apart. Now take them about an inch further, so they're just outside of your hip. All right, now I want you to stop where you are, draw your hip back, let the heels get heavy, engage your core, long straight spine, and then drive up using your legs. Draw back, drive up. Draw back, drive up. Now some of you are super strong out there. I know you are. So if you are, consider bringing the upper body parallel to the floor. So look what happens. Yeah, there, and then up. Parallel, there, and then up. This might not be where you should be, but if you're really strong, consider going deeper. Where does the power come from? Your legs, not your back, your legs. Drive up. Hinge, lift. Now you know why we did that warm up. Give me 1 more. I want you to feel really comfortable. Okay, bring it in. We have a new exercise. I actually introduced it last week, but in case you missed last week, I want to go over it with you because once we get into Tabata, we move pretty quickly. So feel free to march it out while you're watching me. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to come to a plank position, recruiting our core. We're going to come into a pike position, heels coming close to the mat and close to the floor, drawing your belly button in. Then you're going to move your body forward, and as you do that, you're going to drive in with 1 leg, and then all the way up to pike. drive in with one leg. Feel free to practice this with me if you like, or you can just march it out and see my range of movement. Now, if you're super strong, you bring the knee all the way, almost through your arms before you come up. Bring it really far forward and come back. Let's do 2 more. Draw in, far, far forward. Notice I'm on my toes when I drive through. There, and bring it back. Walk it in. We're gonna call those pike tucks. It's our 4th exercise. Okay, we're gonna start with the first exercise. One you're super familiar with. It's the narrow squat, your shoulder width apart right here. And then forward lunge. And on that forward lunge, your knee is over your toe. You have heavier weights because we're gonna do bicep curls. All right, 32 minutes, 10-second breaks between each exercise. Repeating each exercise 8 times. And we're gonna hold that focus for 20 seconds, 10-second break. And we're gonna do this for 32 minutes, right? So if you need water, get some and keep it close by. Have a break anytime you like, have water whenever you like. Here we go.
Battery 100%. Connected to Shelley's iPad.
All right. Narrow squat, forward lunge. Bicep curl. Ready? Draw back, drive up, same leg, lunge forward. Come back, draw back, drive up, same leg, forward. Draw back, drive up, lunge forward. Here we are, march it out. Get ready for the other leg, lunging forward. Remember, your focus is on driving the hip back, loading the back of your heels. Here we go. Sitting back, come up, lunge forward, drive back, drive up with those legs, lunge forward. You can get one more in, sit back, lunge forward, and march it up. This time I'm going to face you. Notice my spine stays nice and long. Ready? Coming into that low squat. I lift up, I lunge forward. My shoulders are open, my chest is open. Sitting back, lift up, forward. One more. Lift up, forward. Back to center, step touch, show march. Leading with the other leg, repeating that lunge forward with the same leg. Ready? Shoulder width apart. Activate that core. Here we go. Bicep curl. Down, lift, forward, return. Down, lift, forward, return. One more. Down, lift, forward, return. Step it in. Keep those shoulders down when you do your bicep curls. Now, I want you to go into a narrow squat and I want you to hold it. Ready? Narrow squat. Hold it. Don't move. Alternate your arms. Keep your belly button drawn in. Keep that spine nice and long. Keep loading that lower body. Keep it really strong and powerful. All right, draw up and step it in. Getting ready, we're going to repeat that exact movement. Shoulder width apart, drawing your hip back, activate your core, sit back, load. Can you go a little deeper? Make sure you're really activating that core and then alternate that bicep curl. Feel the flexion in your muscles. Load, load, load. Nice shallow breathing. There you go. And draw up, step it in. Now we're going to pulse on that low, narrow squat. Ready? Activate your core. Sit back, hold. Go a little deeper, hold. Hold your arms exactly where they are and just pulse. Keep the weights still. Pulsing up and down. Make sure that core is really recruited, supporting that lumbar region. All right, drive up, step it in. We've got one more in this series. Shoulder width apart. Ready? Big inhale, big exhale. Drive the hip back. Go a little deeper. Hold. And then soft pulses. We're not lengthening and shortening. We are just pulsing and loading right here. Next exercise is the curtsy lunge. Feel free to lighten your weights. We're going to go into triceps. Ready? Drive up. All right. Quick change. Curtsy lunge. Soften the knees. Drive up. Now, extend the arms out and stay on one side. Tap. Drive out and tap. Drive the hip back again. Feel the glutes activated as you go down and then lift up. Back to center. March it up. Nice work. We're going to do the other side. Take your feet about shoulder width apart or maybe even a little wider. Ready? Drive up with the arms. Now, other side. Drive back, sit, tap, sit, tap, sit, tap. Nice work. The deeper you go, the harder you're working. Keep it slow and deliberate. Center, march it up. We're going to repeat that exact movement, opposite leg now. Switch over to the other side. Ready? Deep inhale, pull up, sit back, tap side, sit back, tap side. Now your chest is open and lifted. Your body goes into forward flexion as you go back with your hip. So support comes from that core. Back to center, nice work. One more exactly the same. Opposite leg, ready? Lift it up, take it down, draw in, down, draw in. That's it. Now, feel free to stay with this movement. We're going to make it a little more challenging for you. We've got 4 more to go. Let's switch it up a little. Back to center, march it up. We're going to start with that curtsy lunge and we're going to hold it. Ready? Draw up. Choose one side. Sit low, hold. Right here. Draw in and go lower and lower and lower. Pulsing in this position. Feel your muscles really engaging. That's it. In and out with the arms. Triceps working. Last one. All right, release, come back to center. If that is uncomfortable for you or it bothers you in any way, just go back to what we started with, the first curtsy lunge. Draw up, other leg drops back, drop down, right here. Now, extend, pulse. Extend, pulse. Extend, pulse. That's it. Beautiful. Breathe throughout. One more. Release the arms, lift up. Can you do me 2 just like that? And yes, it is hard. Just in case you're wondering if I'm feeling it. Lift up, drive back, sit down. All right, now, small pulses. Right here. Pushing out, activating that tricep. Keeping the upper arm nice and still and pressing out with that lower arm. Draw in, lift up. One more. I know you're happy to hear that. Ready? Lift up. Take the leg back, sit right here. Now pulse in and out. That's it. The arms. And then up and down using those powerful glutes and legs. Next one is the sumo squat. Draw in. Beautiful work, you guys. Now go heavier if you can with your weights. Or if you prefer, stay lighter. Now I want you to be wider than hip apart. Rotate your toes to the corner. We're gonna drop down and lift up. Activate the inner thigh. Drop down and lift up. I want you to maintain a small bend in your knee even when you lift up. So at no time you're gonna lock your knees. You're gonna keep that strong range of movement and you can keep a little flexion in your knees. All right, walk it in. Ready? Nice and wide. Activate that core, releasing down, activate the inner thigh. Down, activate the inner thigh. Shoulders are down and relaxed. Upper body very quiet. Don't worry, we're going to be using it. Right now, I want that focus to be on your form, your body alignment, and activating that inner thigh. One more right here. All right, step it in. Exactly the same movement for the lower body. We're going to alternate lifting our arms forward. Ready? So, let's go. Drop down, lift one arm, drop down, lift the other arm, drop down, single arm lift. Bring that weight to about shoulder height or slightly below. Keep that spine nice and long. And yes, I'm pulsing with the lower leg. Lift it in. So we're going to have little pulses rather than all the way up and down. Ready? Nice and wide. Drop down deep into that sumo spot right here. Now alternate, lift your arm and pulsing up and down with that lower body. Feel that activation of the inner thigh. Long, straight spine. Recruiting that core. Give me one more. That's it. Okay, draw it in, step it in. Fantastic work, you guys. We're going to do it all over again. Nice and wide. Come a little deeper this time. So I want you to drop one. I want you to drop two, much deeper, right? Okay, now, lift up. Lift up. That's it. Increase your workload. Come a little deeper. Two more arms. One, two. Here we go. Step it in. One more just like this. Drop down one. Yes. Drop down two, even deeper. All right. Small pulses. Lots of control. Spine is nice and long. Core is activated. All right, draw it in. We're going to change up the arms. You're going to maintain a low position with your legs, so we're not coming up at all. Ready? Arm center. Exhale, drop down one. Drop down two. Feel that loading in the lower body. Now, take your hands about shoulder width apart. Lift together and hold. Slight bend in the elbow. Hold. Hold. Slowly release the arms. Drive up with your legs. Step it in. One more, just like that. Ready? Rotate the toes out. Exhale, drop one. Exhale, drop two. Deep, 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 deep as you can handle it. Ready? Hold. Now, lift up. Keep the weight slightly below the shoulders. Keep the shoulders down. And just recruit those muscles. Slowly release. Lift up. Okay, let's get ready for that pike top. Take your weights down. Come into your plank position right here. Starting with your plank. Draw your hip towards the ceiling. Draw the belly button in. Draw one knee forward. And then the other leg forward. Take it slow. Keep your focus on driving that knee right through your arms if you can. Give me one more. Drop your knees, come back into child's pose. Ready? Really keep that strong form and keep that core really engaged. Ready? Here we go. Pike. All the way back. Then through, up, through, up. Try to limit your momentum. Limit that momentum. That's it. Beautiful. One more. Back, release. Get ready for some more. Starting with that plank. Ready? Hips square. Now, drive the hip up. Recruit that core. Drive through. Place back. Drive through. Place back. Drive through. Place back. Now, if your wrists start to bother you, you can grab a set of weights and use them. Come back. So I can grab my weights like right here. Get my wrists around them. My wrists are now straight. There's there's no flexion, I can do exactly the same movement without putting any strain on my wrist. So feel free to do that. Keep looking at your mat. Keep your head and neck neutral. Notice as you come forward, you're really loading your shoulders. Back, release, child's pose. Keep going, you guys. Here we go. Plank. Recruit that core. Lift the hip up. Oh, that's like a nice little stretch. And then drive through. Place back. Drive through. Place back. Drive through. Release. Stretch back. We're going to do one more just like that. And then I'm going to add another layer, making it a little more challenging. Ready? Hips up. On your toes. Bring it forward. Place it back. Forward. Back. Forward. Back. Forward. Back. Notice the movement in my spine. One more. Release. This time, as you come forward, come into your plank right here. You're going to maintain that position, right? So now you lift your hip up, hold. Now drive through with one leg and hold. Keep holding. Keep it really powerful and still. 3, 2, release back into plank, knees down, child's pose. Other side, exactly the same. Start with the plank. Ready? Recruit your core. Now, lift the hip towards the ceiling. There you go. Hold it for a minute. And then drive your knee through. Hold. Can you take that knee even further through? Maintain that powerful position. This is great prep for our next exercise. Drop the knees. We're going straight into mountain climbers. All right, starting with that plank again. Lots of core work. And alternate knees. Draw in, place back, draw in, place back. This time my spine remains long and straight in that plank. The only part of the body that's moving is that lower body. You can take it quick, you can take it medium, you can take it slow. Whatever you prefer. Release and bring it back. Just make sure you're maintaining your form. So if you go quicker, don't let momentum take over. Your hip is square, your core is strong and powerful. So even as I increase my pace, notice my back is nice and strong and stable. My hips are nice and square. My form is solid. Release, take it back. Oh yeah, you're feeling those shoulders. Coming up, ready? Slow or fast, whatever you prefer. Keep that core really strong. Use that shallow breathing. Focus on your exhale, on any effort. So as you draw the knee in, think about exhaling. Exhaling. All right, come back. We're going to do one more, and then we're going to make a change. Ready? Plank. Here we go, mountain climbers. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Come back. Beautiful job. Okay, now we're going to switch it up. We're going to do some rotations to the elbow. You're familiar with these. We always do them. So square out the hip, draw the knee in, rotate to the corner, center, back. Draw the knee in, rotate to the corner, center, back. Draw in, corner, center, back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Coming back. I know, those shoulders are talking to you. We're going to have a little break. Come forward. Here we go. Ready? Draw in, rotate to the corner, center, back. In, rotate, center, back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just keep looking at your mat. Let the movement come from your waist and your hip. One more for me. Up, corner, center, back, release. You got 2 more in you. I know you do. Ready? We're doing them together. Take it up. Draw in, corner. Feel the working of that core. Feel your obliques activate as you rotate your knee to the corner. Keep in control of that movement. Limit your momentum. Center, release, draw back. You have 1 more. Ready? You can do it. Lift up. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Almost there. Stay with me. 1 more. Beautiful. Now you're going to really like the next one. We're going into our bridges, giving our shoulders a break. Bring your heels close to your glutes. Drive the hip towards the ceiling and just tap as you release down. Drive up and tap. Activate your glutes as you lift up and tap. Think about moving your knees towards the opposite direction. Tap, bring it in, take a little break. All right, ready? Heels close to your glutes. Hands to the side, ready, exhale up. Drive the hip as high as you can, create a nice curve in that lower back. Tap down, drive up, tap down, drive up, tap down. Nice work. Looking at the ceiling. Let your glutes do lots of work on your hamstring as well. Okay, drive both knees into your chest. Nice work. Now, we're going to do 1 leg extended, flex through the heel, and do the same movement. Drive up, tap down. Drive up, tap down. Staying on one side, lift up, working harder. Absolutely. Exhale as you drive up, tap down, drive up, tap down, release, draw both knees into the chest. And we're going to do the other leg. So extend, flex your foot, nice long, slight bend in the knee, drive up and tap. Keep drawing that belly button into your spine. Exhaling as you drive towards the ceiling. Feel your gluteus maximus, the big muscle in your glutes, really activate as you drive up. 1 more. Release, bend, draw both knees in. This time you're going to pulse. So extend that leg, drive up through the heel, hold right here. Now go a little higher, as high as you possibly can. Now hold it, and then tiny little pulses. Hold that movement. Tiny little lifts. Yes, you feel your hamstrings. Yes, you feel your glutes. Release, release, come into the chest. All right, we're going to the other side. Extend that leg, slight bend in the knee. Drive up 1, drive up 2. Can you go any higher? Now tiny little pulses. One more. Release. Drop the hip, draw both knees in. We're going to do 1 more on each side. Okay, extend that leg. Slight bend in the knee. Remember to use your glutes as you drive up. So drive up 1, drive up 2. Can you go any higher? And then tiny little pulses. Don't forget about your breathing. Feel the power of that glute and hamstring. And yes, you also feel your quads, but those are the primary movers. Okay, release, drop the hip, knees to the chest. You've got 1 more. Extend, ready? Draw your hip up for 1. Draw up for 2. Can you go any higher? And tiny pulses. All right, we're going to go back to planks. You're going to flip over again. We're going to do saw planks, and we're going to mix it up with some push-ups. So let's start with that plank. Roll back, ease into the chest, curl up quickly, turn around, plank position. Right here, gently forward and back. Nice, strong, straight spine. Forward and back. That's it, beautiful. As you come forward, you're really on your tippy toes. And you're really feeling the activation of your shoulders. All right, release, drop the knees, come all the way back. We're gonna mix it up, we're gonna do push-ups now. So from your knees, or with legs extended, you decide. Let's do our set of push-ups. That's it, nice work. Keeping a nice, strong back. Long and straight. Pulling that belly button into your spine. Release, come back. We're coming back to that plank position. Ready? Feel free to use your weights again for your wrists. Coming forward onto your toes and drawing back into flex foot. Forward and back. Try not to pick up the pace. Keep it slow and controlled. Keep that power through your core. One more. Forward. Back. Release. All right, ready for your push-ups? Here we go. Feel free to extend your legs. If you have your feet further apart in a push-up, it's going to make it easier. If you have your feet narrow together, it's going to make it more challenging. So you can vary the intensity. All right, let's come back into a little child's pose. All right, here we go. Soft. On your toes. Driving back. On your toes. Driving back. Beautiful. Is your spine long? Is your core engaged? Are your legs long? Are your hips square? Release. Come back. All right, push-ups again. Here we go. Into child's pose. Stretching those arms. Let's come back into that plank saw. Ready? Strong plank. Moving forward onto your toes. Going back. Staying on the same plane. No movement side to side, just forward and back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back, release the knees. Stretch out. Okay, last set of push-ups. Choose the position that works for you. Ready? Here we go. Notice that you are recruiting your core throughout the Tabata. So at no time do we relax our core. It is always strong and recruited, aligned for stability and support of that lower back. All right, reaching back. We're heading into our last exercise. We're going to start out with cactus arms. So, arms, you're on your belly, arms out to your side. You're going to float your hands above your mat, and you're just going to draw back, and then you're going to release. Feet flat on the floor, draw back, and release. So your back is activated, you're drawing back, and you're releasing, you're drawing back, and you're releasing. Now, we're going to repeat that. This time I'm going to do it with you. So, floating above the mat, Feet on the floor, draw up and back, and then slowly release. Draw up and slowly release. Keep your head and neck in neutral. I want you to be looking at the mat at all times, focusing on really activating the upper back. Release, take a break. Let's do one more set, just like that. Actually, let's do 2 more sets, just like that. Ready? Float, lift, and release. Notice that you're definitely pressing your hip into the mat as you lift the chest away from your mat. You're feeling that lower back. Release. All right, let's do one more. Ready? Float. Here we go. Lift up. And release. Draw up. Squeeze those shoulder blades together and release. Draw up and release. Up and release. Take a break. Now we're going to switch it up. We're going to do Superman. So you have basically a V with your arms. And this time you're lifting your legs and they're also in a V. So we're doing them together. Ready? Lift up. Hold. Tap down. Lift up. Hold. Tap down. Lift up. Hold. Tap down. Lift up. And tap down and take a little mini break. We're almost there, you guys. Fantastic work. Ready? Here we go. Up. And release. Look at your mat. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Palms facing the floor. Lifting your arms and legs together. One more, up. And release. Little break. You've got 2 more and you are done. Ready? Let's do it together. Up. Release. Up. Release. Up. Release. Last time. Up. Release. Last exercise. You made it. You just got 1 more. That's it. Ready? Here we go. Up. Release. Up. Release. Up. Release. Up. Hold. Release. Fantastic job. I want you to come all the way back into child's pose. Feel a wonderful stretch along that back. Take a moment to thank your body. Nice deep breathing. Come back into tabletop. I want you to make sure you have some water. So have a 20-second break if you need it. Have some water. You're going to come into tabletop when you're ready. Your knees are apart. Your feet are directly below your hip, right here. Draw your belly button in. And now, as you draw the belly button in, I want you to curve that spine towards the ceiling. Draw your hip towards your arms, creating lots of curve in that lower back. Notice that the expansion through your shoulder blades is occurring. The distance is getting longer. Your head is released towards your mat. And I want you to hold this position. Now return to your tabletop. Keep that core activated throughout. Release the shoulders so you're not creating any tension through the shoulders. And now I want you to bring that belly towards the floor and create a nice curve in that lower back. Lifting your tailbone towards the ceiling, and now extend your chin and lift up, expanding through that chest. We're going to call this one cow. Now let's make it a nice fluid movement. So you're coming into your cat, drawing the belly button in, hips forward, creating lots of distance between your shoulder blades. Hold up, 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 up. There you go. And then slowly go at your own pace, release, tabletop, drop the belly, curve the tailbone up, and create that nice arch in the lower back. Let's do it again. Exhale. Inhale, drop down. One more time. Exhale. And inhale. Tailbone right towards the ceiling. I want you to hold this position. Hold it just for a moment. And now return to your tabletop right here. Now, for some of you, your knees might get quite uncomfortable. And if you think it might be a little too hard for you to stay on the knee or to load one knee, I want you to take your mat right now. I want you to roll it up so you give yourself lots of cushioning, okay? So give yourself lots of cushioning. If you have a cushion close by, you can also grab a cushion at this stage, okay? So now you feel that your knees are fully supported, and you're not going to feel discomfort just because you have no cushioning for your knees. Staying in your tabletop position, extend one leg all the way up. Now there's a strong probability that you've rotated your hip and opened it a little bit. So I want you to make sure you drop your hip and make sure it's square to the floor. Now, take the opposite hand, palm facing towards the center, and extend. I want you to look at your mat, reach forward with the arm, and draw back with your foot. Keep your foot comfortable, no flexion, no pointing, just neutral, pulling away from your hip. Hold, and now release and return. We're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Ready? Here we go. Extend, looking at your mat, draw the belly button in, square out your hips, release and relax your shoulders. Don't create tension where you don't need it. So relaxing your shoulders, reaching forward with your fingertips, drawing your foot away from your hip. Create lots of space. And come back to that tabletop. Nice work. Now, if you found that challenging, I want you to repeat it. We're going to add another layer onto it. Okay, ready? Opposite side now. Leg extends, arm faces center. Now, you have the foot on the floor, which is really giving you a lot of stability. So now I want you to lift that foot off the floor, and you see what happened to me right away. I lost stability. Now I'm going to get it back by really recruiting the core and trying to create that balance. It's almost like you're a pendulum. So don't worry about it. I want you to move, but then I want you to try and get stable. Keep recruiting that core. Keep that focus. Look at the mat. Try to square out your hips as much as you can. Beautiful job. Keep fighting to stay still, even though I don't really want you to stay still. It's actually that movement that's creating lots of work and recruitment. All right, hand down, knee down. It's amazing how tired you get when you do that. All right, come back to that tabletop, recruit that core, drawing the belly button, hip square, right? To the other side. Now let's start with where we always started with. One leg extended, one arm reaching forward, looking at your mat. Now, really recruit that core and lift the foot off the floor and get ready to seesaw a little. Nice deep breathing, keep working on it. Doesn't matter if you're moving around like crazy. You can always start over again and reset if you think that'll help. Or like me, you can just keep trying to center your hip, draw your belly button in, and allow that movement to continue while trying to slow it down a little. All right, place the hand down, place the knee down, come into your child's pose. Really reach those arms forward. Deep inhale through the nose. Big cleansing breath. Nice work. All right, let's unravel that mat in case you rolled it in. All right, we're gonna line our backs, which I'm sure is a welcome change. All right, oh, the sun's coming on. That's great. Okay, now keep your hip on the floor, engage your core. In this position, we tend to just completely relax our core. And all of the good work we've done so far, we forget about. So we're not gonna do that. We're gonna draw that belly button in, and we're gonna create tension to the core and stability. Now, I want you to focus on what's happening in the lower part of the abdomen, your transverse, that band, that lower band. Now, you're gonna lift one leg up, and you're gonna lift the other leg up. Now, I would say if you have any lower back issues, bend your knees. So you have your knees above your hip, and you keep them bent. So whatever position we do with extended legs, you're gonna do with knees bent, all right? I want you to create a nice little curve on that lower back, so you have a neutral spine. If that bothers you, then draw your back down and press it into the mat. So you have that option. Okay, so now, legs extended, remember your knees are bent if you have any lower back issues. Drop one leg and float it just above the floor. Take your hand and place it in that lower part of the abdomen and notice what's happened. If you're like me, you have a little curve now. So now what I want you to do is to press and recruit that curve and try to flatten it out. Yeah, there you go. Now, other side. Can you flatten it out? Exhale, flatten it out. All right, switch over. Flatten it out. Switch over. Flatten it out. Switch over. Again. We're going to do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, flatten it out, and last one. Lift up, draw both knees towards your chest. This should feel really, really good. Now place your hands on top of your knees, draw the knees all the way in, and create a nice big circle. Almost having a nice little massage of the lower back. This should feel really good. Now bring the knees in all the way, arch that lower back, curve your buttocks off the floor. There you go. And let's go the opposite direction. Nice big round circles. All right, let's hold it back into center again. Lift the knees up, curve that lower spine. Beautiful job. All right, now place your hands on your hamstrings, right here. Roll the knees towards your chest and rock all the way up. Come up. Place your feet underneath your butt. Place your fists next to your hip and allow the body to come up, right here. Now, this is the important part that a lot of us forget, including myself. I just forget all about it when I come upright. I use my lower back. I don't want you to do that. Recruit your core. You have these powerful lower body muscles. Use them. Place your hands just above your knee and slowly drive up and use your legs and keep the upper body nice and strong and stable. Nice work. All right, let's do a little bounce. We're almost done. Bend the supporting knee, reach back, draw your head forward, extend the opposite arm, lengthen through your spine. Nice deep breathing. And release. Let's transfer to the other side. Quad stretch, lifting up through that spine. Whoop. Always helps to find a focus when you're doing balance. Now take the leg and release it and take it quite wide. We're going back to that starting position, soften the knees, a little flexion. All right, now hold it still, big inhale. Big exhale. One more cleansing breath. Inhale. Big exhale. Moving those shoulders around. Fantastic work. Thank you so much for doing this with me, you guys. Have a fantastic week. Wherever you use this video, good on you. Great job.
Thanks, Shelley.
Bye, sweetie. Thanks so much, Jennifer.
Thank you.
Take care. Have a great weekend.